that had emerged as a result of the contribution of these prominent personalities. Everybody believes that 14th and 15th centuries of Kashmir history era, they have been the most prominent and significant, centuries, and very hardly scholars have identified, chaff from the grain. These are the two distinctive features that otherwise people, use while writing historical accounts. Sometimes Principal Sahib has rightly said it. It is almost difficult for anybody to evaluate the worth and the value of the material that you use in the promotion and the compilation of any information, unless you have a very keen and evaluative mind to look into the information that comes to you. Quran Hakim में कहा गया है कि इन जाओकुम फासिकुम बिनबाइन फतबय्यनु. If somebody comes to you with a piece of information, don't accept the information on this face value. Evaluate the information, weight it, and then do it in connection with the rest of the things that are on your right and left in the while you live. Then and only then you accept any information. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ने फरमाया कफा लिल मारी कज़िबन अन युहद्दिस बिकुल्लि मा समिअ. It is enough for a man to prove him a man not a trustworthy fellow, especially a researcher who accepts everything that had come to him without evaluating the facts. This is the both Quran and the Hadith that speaks of the significance of the research itself. A researcher has to be, very acute. Two things that have to come to you. You have to make a difference, what usually people call between chalk and cheese and between pot and the pan. Because both are together, of same color, of same shape, of same chalk and cheese, of same things, but two different entities. Pot and the pan, two pots, but all two different entities. Some researcher has to work on it. That yes, these are the two different things, and that will inshallah make the things and the contribution of the scholars more significant, more prominent, more reliable, and more objective. That is the requirement of the present times. Rishis contribution, Sufis contribution to our land, nobody can estimate it unless you yourselves, connected to the philosophy, the worldview, to the vision, to the understanding that they had promoted during their period of time. Without that, there is simply Gupta, Nishastan, and Barkhastan. It will be like that, and nothing beyond that. Unless you connect ourselves with the philosophy that had been promoted by these scholars. I believe that these most of the concepts, when you talk of this, morality, ethics, and connectivity, harmony, existence, coexistence, all these things had not come in a vacuum. This is in fact all these, whatever the definitions, whatever the conjectures that have been assigned to these, principles, these themes, but the origin and the basis of these concepts go to the very basic period of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We don't know beyond that. We never knew it. What is actually ethics? There could be thousands of ethics, but the ethics that have been promoted, that have percolated down to this group of scholars that you are referred to, that you have been working on, that you have organized this today in the seminar. It is only because of the Rahmatan lil Alameen. Because that was the time when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came during 6th century of Hijrah. Whole of the Arabia had delved in moral gloom and spiritual torpor. The torch of heavenly guidance had extinguished. Only there was nobody. Everything had lost. Then the blessing of Prophet came in the form of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The mercy to the whole of the mankind, the blessing, the highest blessing to mankind. Not a single community, not a single religion, not a single tribe or individual. It was the whole of the universe. Whatever that comes to your mind by virtue of the identification of the universe, it was this Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And within the shortest span of 23 years, with his vision, with his worldview, with his value system, with his ethical standards, he revolutionized the whole of the universe. That was the contribution of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And therefore, it said, "Wama arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alamin." This is actually the definition of Prophet. And what Prophet did, he did not it on his own. It was Wama Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam जो फरमा रहे हैं, वो वह है. Wama yantiqu anil hawa in huwa illa wahyu yuha. Whatever I say, that has been bestowed to him by the God. Therefore, when we talk of this communal harmony, when we talk of ethical values and moral standards, all these emanates from the divine verses that have been revealed unto Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For example, और जब कहते हैं, usually people say that you should respect all religions and follow one. Respect all, follow one. That's very important. And this is the divine message. And what form emanates the concepts of morality and ethics. Otherwise, there would be no morality. One of the significant and prominent scholars in interfaith dialogue, Professor Hans Kung, has rightly said, you can never dream of peace among nations unless there is peace among religions. And you can never think of peace among religions unless there is dialogue among religions itself. Who has promoted this concept of dialogue among religions? To ensure the equalities that exist between the religions and different faiths. और इसी वजह से कुरान मजीद में कहा गया, या रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को बता दीजिए कि ये क्या कहते हैं, ये